Hi, everybody, and welcome to How Do You Produce, brought to you by Pop Studio DJ, an online chat series talking about producing electronic music and the people behind the music. So we'll be covering a wide range of creative topics from mashups, remixes, and original tracks and more. And in each episode, we'll have different team of creatives and Pop Studio DJ instructors working together to create brand new music. For tonight's episode, I want to introduce to you first myself. I'm Ben Ang. I'm an Ableton certified trainer, and I've been teaching production at the Electronic Music Lab. I also like to introduce Hanif.
Hi, I'm DJ Hanif. I've been DJing for like 10 years, and currently I'm the resident DJ of Get Juice. And last year I'm the finalist for Singapore Red Bull Freestyle. And yeah, and also been dabbling with production also.
Also very glad to have with us Raihan, also known as Lefttool.
What's up, everybody? My name is Lefttool. I've been making music for the past 5 years, commercially, and it's great to be a part of this team. To be, making music with different creatives.
So let's hear the original song that inspired Hanif in the first place.
Singapura, oh Singapura, sunny island set in the sea.
So Hanif, could you tell us what you were thinking of when you decided to do a remix of this song?
Because I think it happened last year when I think I was supposed to write or remix a National Day songs. So I was like trying to find a good National Day songs, but I don't know whether this falls under the criteria of a National Day song. So, because to me, like this bring back the memories and I think it was during my primary school days where I was attracted to this song and was keep playing during recess times when during the National Day period and during the recess time. My school will always play this song, so I like to create a bit of I want to add a bit of a club sound into it.
Yeah, that's cool, man. From
Yeah.
the last time canteen, to the club, huh? From the assembly hall to the stage. Okay, that's interesting. So how did you then take this song? It's a recording.
Mm.
What how do you make use of a song like this in a remix?
Uh,
What was your first idea you wanted to do?
I was trying to do like something much more urban, much more contemporary, like maybe a mixture of hip hop and maybe a bit of pop hard style or what, something like that. So yeah, so I first I decided to add some effects and add a bit of melody inside of the songs, something like that.
Okay, so let's listen a bit to the effect and the melody.
Singapura, oh Singapura, sunny island set in the sea.
That's a very interesting vibe. It sure sounds different from primary school.
Yeah, something new.
And so it was with this remix that we actually let Lefttool have a listen to it.
Yes.
And Lefttool was inspired by this some more. Could you tell us a bit more about your ideas?
I would say that I heard the beat. I like the beat first. For me, it's the beat that he gotta make me go like, oh, that's cool. For me to even like write on it. So when he said, okay, he want to do a Singapura kind of SG vibe song, so I was like, I've done a couple of tracks, so writing is never an issue for me. But I did mention that I want to keep it genuine. So definitely, what you hear, what I wrote is about how I remember Singapore was for me back then, when I was in primary school.
So it's really from the heart now. It's not just
Yeah.
something that you want to sing at a stadium. It's actually real feeling how it is. So let's hear a bit of the lyric that you wrote and how it goes together.
Yeah, Lefttool, baby. DJ Hanif, break it down for 'em. When I was a kid, never thought about any of this. No problem came up, I be just doing my biz. Maybe just me, I had it okay. My parents got me all day, every day. I used to kick it with the kids in the neighborhood, chilling out, meeting up, getting some good food. Shout out BDK South Avenue Breeze. Good times for me when I reminisce.
That is so interesting, man. So I hear a lot of things about like, where is this BDK and what is this food again?
BDK it stands for Bedok, because I'm from Bedok. So BDK it stands for Bedok. So I'm from Bedok South. My school was Bedok View Primary. So primary school lah. So it's at Bedok South Avenue 3.
Shout out to the Bedok people.
All right, shout out Bedok people.
Yeah. So I
East Coast.
East Coast plan.
Coast plan.
I remember when I was young in primary school, I used to play with the kids from the neighborhood. We used to play soccer together, whatever, catching or rounders, all those kind of things, And I think that today you don't kind of have that.
Yeah,
like
true,
back
man.
then, my time you have that. So I miss that moment. Like I mean, as adults now, we don't. I would say we can't do that as much, But
Yeah.
I feel like the kids today do not have that opportunity to connect that way. You know what I mean? So yeah, we used to just go out to eat, to just play, to even maybe catch spider, all those stuff,
Wow. Can really feel it, man. I feel the vibe. I really like taking me back, years ago to, although I was not from the east, I was from the north, but that's never mind. It's okay. We are all together. Yeah.
Yeah, and back then when I was younger, like I say in the verse, right, like it was such a carefree feeling. And I did mention, I don't know if it's just me or is it my parents always had it that I feel that way, I don't know lah, but that's how I felt, you know what I mean? So that was what I say, like how I remember Singapore to be when I grew up back then.
Wow. Can really feel it in the song. Seriously, I can really feel it in the song. So the lyric, how long did it take you to write this, man? It sounds like really, like flowing from the heart.
I think if you feel it, I mean, writing has always been if it's either there or it's not there. Sometimes you can write today and want to change it tomorrow. But like I think I wrote this when I was doing my cardio, like 20 minutes, 30 minutes.
Serious.
Yeah.
So please do more cardio.
When I'm doing cardio, I'm trying to survive lah.
Because I already had an idea when I heard the beat, right? I didn't had the idea of the flow, and like in terms of the words, it's more of like just pulling from how I feel back then. It's just I know what I wanted to say and how I felt, and it's real because that's really how I felt.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is an artist, he's a rapper, he's a poet, that when he's having cardio, the rest of us are trying to breathe, and he is going with flow already. Okay.
I appreciate it.
I like it. No, I really like the vibe. And so we were actually watching you while you were recording this. We were on a Zoom call while you were recording this. It's awesome. You really like nailed it. A few takes, and then you were solid there.
It's not easy to do that, man. That one.
Yeah.
It takes time. Could have done better. I feel like, like I definitely, there are times where I could do it just one take, but sometimes, you gotta get into it for a while, warm up kind of thing, So it depends, but the main thing is the final product is good. That's the
True. So
And we see a nice, good, solid take there, right? No need to cut here, cut there, and you know,
Yeah, no need to adjust the
everything.
timing, all that shit.
yeah,
No, man, it's all there. It's the raw feel is all
make
inside.
all our job much more easier.
Yeah, because and also I gotta say that because I came from a background of an artist where I work with producers and engineers, but now I'm doing it on my own. I understood that the engineer has to do more work when you say fix it in the mix. And I know engineers
please.
hate
Thank
that.
you. Thank you very much. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. It helps a lot that all your level, I see, just to be a bit on the geeky side, I mean, level smooth, look at that. Smooth. Yeah. Got the dynamics, but it's all within range. So thank you very much. It's very, very helpful.
I definitely think that anyone who wants to do this, if you want to record music, you definitely need to know, even if you're not an engineer or what, right? You gotta work with the engineer in a way where he can make you sound from good to great, you know.
Yes.
Right.
So now that's a good cue to come to the build up, right? This is the build up, and you've done a few ad libs. Let's hear the ad libs.
If you feeling what I'm feeling, hands up, follow me. If you feeling what I'm feeling, hands up, follow me. Hey, oh, do you see what I see? Do you see what I see? Do you see what I see?
So that's
Yeah.
what inspires you for your ad libs and all the other things that you throw in. How do you
Okay.
come up with them?
I would say that because I work in a club, right?
Mm.
I as an MC and I work with DJ, so I notice, you know, there are moments, there are definitely moments where the DJs plan for the hands up in the air,
Yeah.
and you know the DJs plan for certain things to happen in the set.
Yeah.
So I felt like I wanted them to go hands up in the air and say A and O. So that's why I say those things, you know, and the drop where it's supposed to go upbeat and pushing fast, you know.
I really love the ad libs, man. It's really, you know, if I were to play this, I wish I will play this at the club. So yeah, I need that ad libs.
So I
Yeah.
see this is very well suited, that the music was suitable for Ryan, and Ryan's ad lib is suitable for Hanif back again. I think
Yeah.
this is a great circle of life that we're able to.
Circle of life.
Yeah, it's a
Is that
good.
the right word?
I would say that you gotta, how to say, you gotta like for this it worked, you know, and it's good that it worked. But there are times where it doesn't work with other people and stuff. But that's why you gotta find people that you can actually connect and work with properly,
Alright.
creatively, like, you know.
Fantastic. So I'm very happy to have been able to work with Hanif and you on the first round of the remix. And since we did now a next remix on top of the remix, I thought I'd bring everybody through the different parts of it and kind of explain to Hanif what I've done.
Yep.
And also get feedback from you guys on, you know, some ways to fine tune this. Is that okay with everybody?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So one of the first things that was very useful to me was that when Hanif sent me the entire Ableton live file.
Mm-hmm.
Now the interesting thing is that actually I don't use Serum, but I have the 15-minute demo, and because of that I can actually play through once.
Oh.
And Ableton has this function called freeze. So you can actually take a track and you can freeze it, meaning that you can convert this into pure audio. So even though it looks like notes are there, it has become pure audio. So even if I don't have the Serum instrument, I can play all the songs because it's been converted to a wave file in the background.
Okay.
So I'm,
That's cool.
I'm here on my computer with no Serum, but actually you can still hear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
So
all of
you convert it to that means instead of having the Serum plugin now, you can have the Serum sound, but it's not without the plugin, is it?
exactly. So if I wanted to show, right now they are still simulating the notes, but if I want to really show you what it looks like, I just choose flatten, and it will show you, ta-da, it's actually this. It's actually a wave file.
This is the wave the Serum itself use.
Yeah. So this is what the notes look like when they're converted into audio. So this is very, very convenient, because also some computers, when they use Serum too many times, right? Like I know, Hanif, you got like about what, 50 tracks here, is it?
Is it?
45, yeah.
I lost
That's a lot.
count.
So yeah, so some older computers, they will start to cry, you know, so many tracks, how many versions of Serum. But when you do this, you convert everything to audio, and so it's much lighter on the computer.
Yeah, it definitely you know, your RAM, your space, memory, the processing power takes lesser for the CPU if you do it through the wave instead
Yes.
of the plugin. But I think you should mention that arrangement and process and workflow is also very important, such that your computer don't, you know,
That's
work
right.
too hard.
Yeah. And in fact, there are a couple of things that you can do actually to conserve onto the CPU. One of them is to do this freeze lah. Of course, this freeze means that you must already be kind of settled already what notes you're playing. And so in this case, because I knew Hanif was already settled already, I'm willing to do it. Otherwise, I wouldn't go and freeze. I would still try and do some changes.
Meaning you need to have the MIDI notes already lah.
Yeah.
Okay.
The other thing that I did before this remix was that I did some housekeeping. So this is, so for example here, at the top I will insert a locator to tell me that this is the intro, right? And then I put another locator here. So sorry, this is the not very exciting part of it. But because I was going up and down Hanif's 45 tracks, right?
That's a lot.
Yeah, so I had to keep track of where am I? And then, so there's a verse, and this is the build, and then that's a drop. So at least I know where to go. Then the other thing was that I know Hanif has very conveniently put like different, like this is actually the bass sound for the drop, right? But down here you got the verse sound for the plug. So, and then now here you got the verse sound for the bass. So it's on this track. So what I did was I moved this up and put together with the other basses so that I can see all together and edit all together at the same time. This one saved me a lot of time, because otherwise I have to go up and down, up and down, up and down. Right, like just this one also, the drum, I bring it up, because these are all have to do with the verse. So whatever is have to do with the verse, I keep it nearer the top. Then after that, below that, I put the build. Then below that, I put the drop. Which actually, Hanif, you were already like partially doing lah. But somewhere along the 45 tracks, I know happens to me all the time. Yeah, 45 tracks, after a while you lose track.
I give up already.
Okay.
Yeah, organization lah, very important, especially if you're doing a mix, like, you know, a lot of tracks. I feel that, especially with colors and names, and you know, because sometimes when we do it, I understand that I also do this. At times you get lazy and you just name shit anyhow, you know, name and things and just type ASD whatever, and then you, after a while, you think you're gonna remember, but then you forget, you know.
Yeah, like this one, the top one, Serum. Bro, everything is Serum lah.
I think I need a secretary for this.
Secretary. Can you imagine? You have excuse me, Mr. Hanif, what is the next one? Type in. Yeah. Until we become the level where we got assistant, engineer, then you go and click that. You go and find from my 300 terabytes of samples. Go and find the correct kick drum for me. Someday we can dream. Someday. Okay.
It's a very important aspect of mixing and working lah. I would say if you wanna, do even production, it really will help the workflow, and you'll know where you are at all times and where you wanna go.
True. Correct.
Yeah. Then you can find things. Once you can find things faster. Okay. So for example, this one also is also for the build, so it shouldn't be below the drop. I want to be able to find it, because what happened was that I was playing certain segments and how come there's an additional sound there even though everything seems to be muted? Because there's a track further down. There's a track further down. It's further down.
Down deep blue sea.
It's further down. See, so I end up having to like pull everything up. There you are. There you are. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So this was the housekeeping naggy part. Now I will load up the final version that I had. The first thing I did was to put more effects onto the old recording to make it sound even older. And to do that, I added this thing called the vinyl crackling sound effect. So if you hear it, so you can see there's actually vinyl crackling sound now. Yeah, to make it sound like it's an old record. And
Gramophone, playing on
gramophone, yeah.
It includes the starter and everything, is it?
Yes.
Okay.
So it really sounds like there is. I might tone it down a bit. Maybe it's a bit much.
Yeah, I think the starting that warm old analog effect is good, but the starter I feel it was too much.
Starter is too much. I think I should.
Yeah.
The starter comes on a beat repeat. I think the one after listening to it, I agree with you. Like it's too much.
Yeah.
So bit of a. So the next thing I wanted to do was I wanted to add in a bouncy bass. So Hanif, the kind of feel you were going for, what was the kind of vibe that you wanted?
Very happy vibe.
Very happy vibe. So for that, I'm glad I got that same idea. So what I did was, okay, right now your bass is actually 3/0 at a time. So this became a very kind of like heavy kind of bass lah. So I added for you one bass, which is just the bottom notes.
Okay.
Took away the top notes of each part, and so the sound is like this.
It's like a sub, is it?
Yeah, just the lowest note.
Okay.
Then to add in even more sub, I took these notes, right, the same note, and then I stretch it out for the whole bar. Instead of making bars, I stretch it out, and I use an 808 sample. So the 808 sounds like this. It's just instead of bouncing, it's the whole note.
By the way, if you want to hear these notes, you need like headphones, and you cannot hear it on normal speaker.
Yeah. If anybody is listening to this on laptop speaker, is like wondering what they're doing.
Yeah. Please.
And if
Please
don't play on your laptop speakers, it might spoil your laptop speaker.
Please use good headphones so can you hear the low ends well,
Yeah,
because low ends are very important.
Low ends are very important, in many ways.
Yes.
The other thing I wanted to do was add a beat. So I actually found a nice sample. So here's a one thing, right? The sample sounds like this. Right?
Percussion.
It's a
Yeah, it's like a bounce.
but I wanted to be able to control it more. Because to me, it was like, okay, it's nice, but I want to see, when it's a sample like this, I wanted to say, for the first part, I want to have no hi-hat, and then I want to change how the kick is processed. But if it's a sample, it's very hard to do that. So what I
Yeah.
did was I converted it to MIDI.
Wow,
Using
you can
this,
convert to MIDI, Ableton?
so this one, I right click, convert the drums to MIDI track. And tada, MIDI track here.
Does it slice up the like each element of the sample for you?
No.
Okay, so this is an interesting thing. This night now, they are using a 606 drum kit. So the sound is actually not correct. The rhythm is correct, the sound is not correct. This is part one.
Yeah.
So the rhythm is, so I say, you know, this is not bad, but I want to not use the 606 drum. I want to use this particular kick. So I did exactly what you suggested, which was that I did a slice. So when I slice, it creates for me this slice kit here.
Okay.
This slice kit, which
Yep, snare. Does it slice for you automatically, as in they will just know this is the full kick, this is the full snare?
yes, that's right.
Okay.
It follows by the transient, the loudness. Once it hits,
Oh, okay.
So-
I got-
so keeping in mind that this is where my 606 is, right? And I wanted to replace this kick.
Mhm.
So what I do is I go into this slice, and I take this slice, which is slice number 6, and I drag it into the 606 kit, and it replaces the kick. Now the kick is this one instead.
That's easy.
Then the
To
snare,
change a kick, yeah.
yeah. So the snare is this one. No. Which one was it? This number 12, right? So I drag it, again I drag it in, and I replace the snare. So now instead of playing a 606, I have the sample. So that means my beat sounds like this.
So you actually managed to keep the rhythm and the groove, just different samples.
Yes. So with
Wow.
this, I can really choose. And now, because of this, I can layer on other samples to the kick. And because of this, I was able to split, right? The first half of the verse, I wanted to have no hi-hat. So I switched off the hi-hat in this from my MIDI. The second half, then I switch on the hi-hat in my MIDI.
Is it automated or?
So I switch it off and switch it on. So you can hear now is this part no hi-hat.
Oh, you just do it, click.
Yeah, one click to switch on and off. Activate. Then the second half, it's on.
Yeah.
Yeah, and because it's on MIDI, I was able to do things like add in a channel EQ and transient shaper called the drum bus. And so I know that this song is in C sharp, so I tuned it to a C sharp, and it gives me that additional boom. Without, it would sound like this. But if I add this,
Is it tunes for you or you tune it?
I tune it here, this part here, the frequency, right?
Yeah. You find the C sharp.
Originally it was in C. So I
Ah,
just move it until I find C sharp.
Alright.
Yeah. There we
wow.
go. So this way I was able to take a drum sample and then kind of make it more unique lah.
Mm.
It doesn't sound like the sample out of the box that other people could have taken, but instead sounds more unique to how I wanted it to sound.
Yeah, it sounds in context of this song, you know.
Yeah.
With the tuning.
Maybe just me. I had it okay. My parents got me all day, every day. I used to kick it with the kids in the neighborhood, chilling out, meeting up, getting some good food. Shout out BDK South Avenue.
So the next thing that I wanted to do was I wanted to add additional kind of like riff to the build. I like the build. I wanted to add something else to it in the second half. So right now, what you had was this notes, right?
Mm-hmm.
These were the notes of the chords. So since Hanif, you had done the work for the chords, what I did was I didn't want to change it. I took the notes and I stretched them out so that the chords fill up the whole bar.
Like a pad kind of feel.
So that's what the thing. Originally, it was a pad, but if a solo, so if it originally is
Oh, okay, I get you. Yeah.
but instead, I said, you know what? I want to make it move. So I put an arpeggiator.
Whew. That's fire.
I did this by automating the change of the rate. So you see the rate, I've actually changed the rate. First, at this point, it is a when we are at this point, the rate is 1/8. So you hear the. But when you come to this point, it becomes 1/16.
Double
And in
up.
the last one, it becomes quadruple up. So it is same. So Hanif, this is your chords, but it has been turned around.
But how do you change it like at different points? Is it an automation or you just copy paste and you change it manually?
So you are right. It is an automation. So the way in which this is done is to have this arpeggiator is on, and then I want to adjust the sync rate. So by clicking on the rate of the arpeggio, whether it's every 1/8 note or 1/16 note, this red line appears. This red line, I can actually click on it anytime and I can change. So I can move it around. So I say, oh, maybe for this part, I want this part to be arpeggiating in every 1/32. Maybe this part, I will make it slower. I will make it. So I can really draw in different speeds of arpeggio. It will sound really weird.
Like playing the piano manually, man.
Suddenly we became like super fingers.
Yeah.
So this, I just wanted to add in this little thing there because I thought you had very nice chords, so I will just add to it.
I think it's
So I'll show
nice.
you that. Okay, thank you. then there's other things here like the additional risers lah, to add on to the risers. So that's how the build up becomes.
Is it like a what?
Okay, my CPU is dying. Wait, let me.
Huh?
I think because when Zoom is on and Ableton is on, a lot of things have issue. So this is a good time to demonstrate what is the best way to save my CPU
Yes.
is to right click and freeze.
Have you saved first?
Yeah.
Okay, nice.
No, freeze is very safe.
Okay.
Freeze is practically is converting to audio is very, very safe. Okay. Fingers crossed. That's good. Shouldn't say things like that.
Yay.
Okay, so for this one, the drop, I also wanted to add in another beat. So this is another beat which I did the same process as I did the other one. This is a drum kit which is actually a. So you can see that actually they're actually part of a loop, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So in here is actually.
Whew. Powers at the snare.
I was very, very happy to so this way I was able to take in snares from other sources and just drag in and change my snare, everything, yeah. Make the loop more interesting.
The same way you did previously lah.
Yeah, the same way I did previously. There's one, okay, so one new trick that we tried for this. I like the chords and I wanted to do something with this plugin that I have. This one is a plugin called Superwave. It is a plugin that gives like super saw sounds.
Oh.
Just kind of like very fat leads. So it's like
Oh, nice.
More what?
Like a church,
Bigger.
like a church sound.
it's a very big, it's a big
Yeah.
fat sound.
So
It's
wider.
very wide sound, yeah. And it's a free plugin.
Oh, free plugin. Where do you get it?
Yes. Superwave P8. I'll show you again. Superwave P8 free plugin. I
Alright.
love this, especially if I'm doing trance, you need that kind of pads. But
Oh.
to me, having the pad alone, I said, the other thing that I found at the same time, I found this very nice drop, which I like, but it's in the wrong key.
Mm.
It sounds like this. This is a sample loop.
Nice this.
Yeah.
I like the rhythm, right?
Mm.
But the key is Salah, and the chord changes all cannot, right?
Mm.
So I said, how am I going to do this? So I said, you know what? I will put in this thing called a gate on my scene. A gate will open only at the time when I ask it to open
Oh.
to let the sound out. And I sidechain the gate. So the sidechain, the gate is actually opening every time this sample loop plays. What do I mean?
What like you are gating the sample.
I'm getting this sound. So without the gate, this sound sounds like. So that's the normal sound, right? Now I gate it with the sample. And you can see
It's not all the way. Yeah.
So the rhythm of the sample is playing my sound.
Yeah.
So this is a way of like being able to use that same rhythm but with a totally different sound and different chords. Because without your sound,
Oh, so you're making this rhythm by using your sample.
yeah, that's right.
Okay, I got you. So you are side chaining it too?
Side chaining it to this loop.
Oh, okay. So that means only come out when this loop plays.
Yeah, that's right. Only when
Okay.
this loop plays, then the
sound come out.
Then the sound comes out.
Yeah. Wow. That's good, man.
It was a theory. It was a theory. I wanted to try it out, and it worked.
Wow.
Yeah, it did.
Heng ah. This one have to
Like-
adjust lah. The threshold have to adjust it so that it triggers properly.
Oh.
Because if you don't, huh?
For the gate, right? How do you adjust the gate to, like, how do you know where do you want it?
Oh, that took trying because the first few times it's like not enough, or until I got it right.
Yeah.
So it took trying lah.
Yeah.
Fortunately, there's the shape here. You can see the shape here.
Oh.
How it works. Yeah.
So you just control the gate. What's the parameters for the Ableton gate?
Oh, this was the threshold and the return. So the thing that I'm playing with is what did I do? See?
Undo. Can undo.
Can undo. Panic. If I lose that, I cry, you know.
Yeah. So okay, so the top part is where the gate opens, right?
The top part is where I think so, correct. That's where the gate
Then
opens.
the bottom is where it closes.
Very close, yeah. No, I think the bottom is where it opened. The top is where it
Then
closed.
Ah.
See, now if my bottom is too low, it's open all the time.
Okay.
So I need to go a bit nearer to each other to be more sensitive.
So if the bottom open, the top close, what does the top do?
The top, let's see. If I bring the top down,
Yeah. Just undo after that.
cannot. It's below the level. It's not doing anything.
Oh, maybe it's not the attack. If you bring the top down, the attack is lesser, I think. Is it?
I think so. It's like actually it's the opposite of a compressor.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever the compressor does, this is the exact opposite lah.
Kind of, yeah. Yeah, because I've always had issues with gates. I want to see how you kind of get to that, you know.
So this is a setting that works nicely with that sample. I'm quite sure if I get another sample loop, I have to go and fiddle around again.
Try again, yeah.
Differently. So that was that. Then the last thing to add on, the last thing was this one. Again, these are the same chords that Hanif, you were using these chords, right? So what I did was I also put it through arpeggiator. And on a sound, I like this particular sound. But this time, the arpeggiator, instead of having the note run for the whole bar, I make the note run offset a bit. So it gives it a bit more
More swing.
Yeah, more swing.
How do you offset it? Do you adjust it manually or?
So originally all of them
Yeah.
are full bar, right? So
Yeah.
I just take all of them and make it shorter lah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I made them all shorter,
But-
then I'll pull them up.
Uh,
Yeah, I have to say it wasn't a very sophisticated way. It was just made them shorter and then push them.
yeah, I thought you like some people like will take the keyboard, press a bit to not, you know what I mean?
Yeah. There are some other things I would do, which is like this one, the top note is too high. Actually, what I'll do is I'll highlight it, then I will shift down. It brings it down exactly 12 notes, so it will be more compatible. So it was. And then to make it more compatible, I'll shift up, so it's 12 notes up, so it's still more compatible. Yeah, so
Wow.
by moving those notes around, it keeps them closer within the same range lah. Then that can also create a different vibe. So overall, that's the drop became like this lah.
Oh, I thought there was the terak tak, right? I thought it was a kick. It's actually a snare.
Yes, it's a snare.
Yeah. When I first heard it, I thought it was a kick, but it was a snare. Okay. Yeah, that's a dope mix.
Yeah, I find it like it got more fresher.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, and I would say your your compression and your colors for the kick, like, is that straight away. I know you definitely know how to adjust it.
Thanks, man. It means a lot to hear it from experts like you. So
You are the expert, Ben. You are the expert.
no, you know the genre, man. I know the technical part of it, but you are the one creating in the field. So I make sure that it sounds good to the one creating in the field. Yeah, because you are the guy who's going to be on the stage in front of this song, right? Hanif will at the decks and Lefttool at the mic. And Ben will say, "Yay, cheer!" Take photos. Instagram.
I just like the feeling, like, because when I'm mixing, right, I've always had issues in terms of, like, you see, you can hear the kick in terms of the low end of the kick, and then the snare, right, is just enough for you to feel the I mean, so I really think that was good lah, to mix it that way.
Yes, it helps when I convert it into the MIDI, because I can really control each and every sound of it rather than put a loop. When it's in a loop, everything is together already. So it's very hard to isolate the kick and then process the kick. Isolate the snare and process the snare. This way, everyone I can fine tune one by one.
So basically, you isolate the kick and isolate the snare.
Yeah, which is the most people hear that the most now.
Yeah, and also, because I would say that when I did it, I had to cut the kick out and then, like, create another track and then cut the snare out, kind of thing, which, is very leceh and
yes. So now there's a new way of doing things lah. Yeah. I remember those days. Yes. That one is killer, man. That was killer.
Yeah, I'm shocked that you did it like that and it was so fast. I'm like, wow.
And you can watch it, right? You thought, hey, must go and get a coffee and come back. No, it's on the spot.
That was fast. Yeah.
So it kind of like brings us to the end of this show and tell primary school show and tell of the thing. So hope it was enjoyable
Yeah,
experience.
well,
Hope you all learn stuff, from Ben, the expert.
yeah,
Ableton,
I learned something new again.
yeah. I learn something new every time, man. From Ben. Like today, I learn gate.
Thanks, guys,
Some
and thanks
mixing.
for and thanks for creating such a nice song and rap that it was so fun to work on.
No hal.
No risk.
All right. So that brings us to the end of this episode of How Do You Produce? Bye, everybody.
Bye.